I was wondering if you could give us a brief intro to you and how you decided to pursue your PhD, kind of what you were doing before, and like what your program interests were or are.
My name is Kenna. I'm an engineer at Lockheed Martin full-time, and then I work part-time in higher education as a retention specialist. And what actually got me interested in this work was my part-time job as a STEM retention specialist and just seeing all the obstacles my students face, or at least I would say comparing my experience to their experience, right? Because it was a little bit different. And then trying to figure out what was creating the difference, like what resources are available to them that maybe wasn't available to me, like why do universities design their programs this way and how does it affect students, especially underrepresented students in STEM? And so by being in this position, I just, came across a lot of research papers, was attending workshops, and there were a lot of conversations being had around like race and social justice and STEM and underrepresented students. And it got me really interested. And I actually found out from one of the books I got from a workshop about a professor at Vanderbilt who was doing this exact research. And I just saw that. And once I found out it was a research area, I just went for it. And that's kind of what inspired me to pursue my PhD.
Where were you at before the Fearless Grad program, and where are you at after?
So before the Fearless Grad program, honestly, I was just kind of ruminating on this, not thinking it would really be a possibility or it would take a really long time to get to this space. And then after the Fearless Grad program, I would say one, it was like a peaceful process, even though like the application itself was pretty hectic, but I think the structure that you provided made it a fairly peaceful process because there was a plan and a rhyme and reason for everything. So now I'm on the other side of the Fearless Grad program with an acceptance and my sanity. So
I think that's so critical because it's like you can get there and be dead at the end, or you can get there and have some sanity. Very cool. What do you think either the most beneficial part to you was or the most enlightening part?
I think the biggest thing that stuck out to me during the program was the concept of contacting the advisor and having that conversation. I would say me and my advisor clicked within the first meeting, and she was like, how do we make this happen? Like, she was like, I'm on board. And so I will say in that sense, because she has like literally the same exact journey as me, having been an engineer in the industry and then switching over and doing this research. So we really connected on that part, and it was like smooth sailing. She made it clear from the beginning she was going to advocate for me as long as I got my application in. And so for me, the biggest part was getting the application in because of the GRE. But I knew once I hit submit that there was like over 70% chance that I was already accepted.
And so investing in yourself, especially like younger people or women of color, it can be difficult. How did you feel about investing in yourself in this way?
I had already accepted it was necessary. I think I had to do a lot of work before the Fearless Grad program to be okay with the investment. And ideally, once you go through the process, submit the application, get accepted, do your PhD, and you're on the other side of it, this investment will count. So I also accepted that I may not see like the fruits of my labor, so to speak, until maybe, a decade from now or 6 or 8 years from now. But I'm okay with that.
Would you recommend this program to other people?
Yeah. I think I definitely like the structure, especially with the videos, and like you have templates for emails and things like that, like just little things that you can kind of get caught up on. It can be intimidating to reach out, and it really helps to have like an email template, or even watch a video where you're talking to a professor and hearing what he would want to hear from his perspective or what he would want out of a grad student. It kind of gives you an idea of how to get in the mind frame of like how to communicate with your future advisor, potential advisor. So I think that stuff was really, really helpful.